I request the keynote speaker for the inaugural session, who is going to inaugurate officially this conference, Shri Rajeev Kumar, Principal Secretary, Department of Information and Technology and Electronics, Government of West Bengal, to come on stage and share his insights. A huge round of applause for him, please.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Manoj, for giving a very researched and a great presentation. I should say it has set the tone for the day. I will step back, and Manoj has given us specifics, and I would step back and look at what exactly we mean by cyber security and this space, especially in a light. Just give me I'm not as well prepared as Manoj is. So what I did was, I was supposed to be doing this. I went to nowadays the ChatGPT 4 or GPT is the thing where if you have to quickly do something. So I wrote a thing on a ChatGPT. I said, can you give me a one-pager which I can speak as a keynote speaker at National Digital Governance Conclave to be held in Kolkata on the topic of securing cyberspace for digital governance, and gave me a one-pager. And I won't bore you by reading all that, but let me tell you, it's quite, some of you can try this, and it gives you it gave us a couple of points also. I can read the points. It talks about cyber threats and their impact on digital governance, building a robust cybersecurity framework, and there is a lot of points, and it makes a lot of sense. So the idea was, then I said that in case if this is the thing, but to my mind, for key for securing digital governance, I wrote it from my side, is one is human behavior, which I think brought in, was pointed out by Manoj also, that it is 93% of the time. I wouldn't know the percentages, but let me tell you that some of the fallacy here is, because it's a technical field, we think that we are dealing with a technical thing, and the solutions have to be always a technical, which is not correct. Sometimes we need to focus on things which are more commonsensical, and as it has been found out that the human behavior, the problem in the weakest link in the chain has been the human element. If you see the CIA, the Snowden, you would know, he was one of the security experts, and he took out everything from them, and now he's settled in Russia, and still CIA is chasing them. So it is most, the Stuxnet virus he talked about, it was not implanted through some kind of, by somebody through a cyber link, because it was not connected. That they went to, took a pen drive and put it in that thing, and it was a Siemens, if I remember correctly, it was a Siemens some drill, and they put it there. That pen drive was taken physically. It was not because it was not connected on net. So the human behavior, we need to be very cautious. We should be a little worried about when we are taking people. That it is one of the important point. Who is dealing with our things, what is his behavior, how are we dealing with it. Second is, I would say that in governance, I'm talking about the securing the digital space for governance. We come up with new products, we come up with the new things, and we always are in a hurry to have a game changer kind of thing. I would say I would rather like to take a viewpoint of, if you say the space missions, they use critical technologies only which have been tested for long. They won't use a technology which is, they won't use a processor which has been designed 2 years back, because you never know, once they send a ship and some kind of defect is found out. So similarly, I would say the digital for for us, it is important that we use in digital in governance space. Some of us are quite excited about using a very new latest technology, but I would say that we should, that's my personal viewpoint, that we should use tested technological stack instead of experimenting with very new technology. The case in point would be like when we started with Aadhaar, then there was certain thing we were not sure. Initially we were saying no, people can use Aadhaar, they can publish it, and there was a lot of, and then they said no, we need to hide it. Then we came up with virtual Aadhaar. There is always the basic building blocks, we need to secure them better, and we do need to think it before. In the sense that what Manoj was also referring to, that the security by design. When we design a product, the security should be built in. And for digital governance products, it's all the more important because it affects a lot of people. The fourth is, which I started with, is that we have to be aware of developments, including the intelligence being shown by large language models, which I told you about the ChatGPT thing, and now it is doing it only answering. But there are, you can rest assured that we are moving in a new world where there will be different kind of new ways of attacks and new ways of things. These large language models, they are doing great coding also. So it's not that they are just good only in speaking. They are understanding word the way some of us understand. So that's the challenge. So the point I would I would like to emphasize is that we need to, the 4 points which I talked about is, we need to be we need not think that all solutions are going to be technical solutions. We need to be careful about human behavior and human things. Second is, we need to secure our basic infrastructure. We need to design with the security in mind. We can't just design it and then start putting security layers. And for that, I would suggest that we should use a tested technological stack rather than which has come up. Like if start using, say, ChatGPT is fun for writing this thing for speeches, but if I start using it in a governance product and maybe after 6 months I find out that there is a issue, that's not a way we should move forward. With these things, I think all of you will deliberate. All of you are experts and will find out. And let's again with that thing that there is nothing like a 100% security, either physical security or cyber security. So, but we must strive to be, we can try to be as secure as possible. And I think with all of your putting your minds and efforts together, you will definitely find a way forward. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sri Rajeev Kumar, for sharing a practical approach to how we can tackle cybersecurity. As Sir said, that be it physical security, cybersecurity, be it physical security or cybersecurity, that is the reality of the time. We have to live with that, but we have to find means to overcome those threats. And again, policy, technology, and best of the minds can coming together only can solve this.